Okay, let's talk about those really big goals. The important ones, writing that book, learning that skill, maybe launching a project. But somehow we kept putting them off. Why is that, even when we know they matter? It's this universal thing, right? Procrastination, that huge, overwhelming feeling before you even start.
Welcome to a podcast inspired by the YouTube channel ClimbUp Podcast, where we explore topics on personal growth and finding meaning in life.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a strategy that sounds almost too simple, but is actually pretty powerful. The 2-minute rule. We're looking at an article called The 2-Minute Rule for Success, a simple strategy. Many of you probably heard of it, but our mission here is to really unpack the psychology behind it. Like, how does this tiny rule actually help you break through that mental wall and, build some real momentum?
Yeah, it's interesting because the article suggests procrastination often isn't just laziness. It's more like a psychological freeze response.
Yeah.
The task feels too big, the barrier seems too high. And this rule, it cleverly tackles that by making the start incredibly small, almost trivial, really.
Okay, so the core idea, the 2-minute rule itself, it basically says any task, no matter how big, can start with something tiny. An action that takes, 2 minutes or less. The goal is just making that full step feel ridiculously easy.
Exactly. And the psychology behind it, which you mentioned, is key. It lines up perfectly with behavioral science, habit formation. People like James Clear talk about this a lot. Habits are built with small, consistent steps. They compound. This rule focuses purely on starting, not finishing, just starting. That makes building the routine way easier.
Right, it bypasses that initial, this is too much feeling.
Precisely. It's like you're gently nudging your brain past its own resistance.
Yeah.
It doesn't trigger the alarm bells that a huge task does.
And the examples the article gives really drive this home. Instead of write a book, it's write one sentence. Or for exercise daily, it's just
put on your workout shoes.
Yeah, it sounds almost silly, but that's the point, right? It lowers the bar so much you can't really argue against doing it.
And the benefits flow directly from that. The article points out several key things. First, obviously, it tackles procrastination head-on by removing the intimidation. Second, these tiny actions become habits. They get automatic over time.
Okay.
Third, starting even for 2 minutes creates momentum. You often find yourself doing more.
Right, you trick yourself into getting going.
Kind of. Fourth, breaking things down like this genuinely reduces stress and anxiety about the task. And fifth, that little win just doing the 2 minutes gives you a small confidence boost. Motivation follows action.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's get practical. How do you actually do this? The article has some clear steps. First, identify the absolute smallest first action, like read more becomes read 1 page. Meditate daily could be sit and take 5 deep breaths.
Or learn to code is just write 1 line of code. Really small.
Second, set up your environment. Make it easy. Workout, close out, language app visible, remove the friction.
Good point. Then third, try habit stacking. Link the new 2-minute habit to something you already do.
Like after I brush my teeth, I'll write 1 sentence.
Exactly. Fourth, track it. Just jotting it down, using an app, whatever works. Seeing the consistency helps.
And fifth, you scale up, but only gradually. Once writing 1 sentence is easy, maybe try for 5 minutes.
But the final point is consistency. Just show up. Even if it's only the 2 minutes some days, don't break the chain.
That's crucial. It shifts the focus from this massive outcome to just doing the process.
Right. And the article addresses challenges too. Like, what if you don't even feel motivated for 2 minutes? It suggests focusing on the identity, not I have to write, but I am a writer. That can help.
Interesting shift.
Yeah. And if you forget, set reminders or really lock it onto that existing habit and manage expectations. This is about compounding. Small steps add up over time. It's not instant.
So wrapping up, the 2-minute rule isn't just some cute little trick. It's actually a pretty smart psychological tool. It helps you overcome that inertia, that resistance to starting by making the first step almost invisible. It builds momentum from almost nothing.
Absolutely. And if you think bigger picture, it kind of suggests that real progress often doesn't come from those huge heroic pushes we imagine. It comes from the quiet, consistent discipline of just beginning again and again. So maybe the question for you listening is, what's one tiny 2-minute action you could take, maybe even today, to finally start on that big goal you've been avoiding?